Hi guys, and welcome back to Soy Nando. And today I have more of a story because I didn't get to record a lot. I want to talk to you about my last trip, and that was in New York. I actually enjoyed it a lot. There was a lot that made it very special and very unique and very fun, but I had a great time while I was there, and so I thought I'd just share it with you because I had a great time. I truly enjoyed my time there. So it all started on Friday. I got to New York City at 9 in the morning, which meant I had to leave Chicago at 6 in the morning, which meant that at 3:30 in the morning I had to be up and ready to go. I tried falling asleep that Thursday night around 10. Didn't work out so well. I ended up staying up until like 11:30, so I barely had any sleep. So I woke up, I didn't have anything to eat, I didn't do anything that I would do regularly on like a Friday morning because I just rushed out. I had my outfit ready, everything was ready to go. I was ready to go get on this plane and get there. Eventually I got to New York. First of all, the flight out of Chicago was horrible. There was so much turbulence, and then the time once we landed, we were going into New York, turbulence again. It was horrible. It was raining in New York, but throughout the day it got clear and the sun started coming out, and that was really cute. So Friday I met up with my boyfriend there because he lives in DC, so he just took the bus straight up to New York and we met up. He actually was really nice and sweet to pick me up in LaGuardia, and that was my first time ever flying into New York. So once I landed, we met up. I was in a horrible mood. I did not want to talk, I didn't want to eat, I didn't want to do anything. I was just in a horrible mood. I was tired. I mean, you can only imagine. I haven't had anything in my stomach. I haven't had enough sleep. I was just in a mood, and that was not gonna change anytime soon unless I had some kind of caffeine and I had some kind of food in my stomach. And we went to a cafe and we had a chai. I had a chai, and then he had a cup of coffee. I had my chai with a croissant, which was delicious. The croissant was fantastic. The chai was good. And after that, I had a little more energy. And then we were like walking around, and he walked me around Columbia where he went to school. After that, we went to a restaurant. At the restaurant, what did we order? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Avocado toast, because I didn't want anything too heavy, but I was starting to wake up. And at that time, we ordered a drink, which is a mistake. Like, neither one of us two really wanted to drink. We kind of just like, in the moment, just like, let's drink. And then we drank, and then once we were having it, we were like, oh, kind of regret getting the drink. We didn't really need it, but it happened. After that, we finally made it back to the hotel. And when we were making our way into the hotel, it started pouring. So we walked from the train station probably like 3 blocks, I think it was. We got off right by like Central Park, and the hotel was like 3 or 4 blocks away from Central Park. So we walked there and it started to pour. Oh my god, it started to pour. By the time we got to the hotel, I was drenched. My pants were drenched. He was wet. We eventually made it to the room. They allowed us to check in early. Thankfully, I took a nap because I needed a nap. I was in a way better mood by that time. So after that, we went to go eat at a restaurant where I had a delicious, amazing chicken fried sandwich. I mean, it was divine. We split it in half because later on that night we knew we had dinner reservations. We split that sandwich, and I mean, I regretted the minute we split that sandwich and we both took a bite. I think we both regretted just getting one instead of having one each. It was fantastic. And then we had a margarita, and I think I have a picture of margarita, so ta-da, margarita. On the menu it said it was like one of the top 30 margaritas in the US or the world, something like that. And it was actually pretty good. It was very well balanced. I enjoyed it, but I mean, would I order it again? I would probably try another drink of theirs as well. So then we left. We went to Central Park. We, walked around. We went back to the hotel, took another nap. Dinner was taking place at Cosme, which we reserved quite the amount of time ahead. It is a very popular restaurant. It is one of the restaurants owned by Enrique Olvera. And this is my 3rd restaurant that I get to go to over Enrique. It is my 3rd Enrique Olvera restaurant. I went to Atla, that is also New York City, and I went to Pujol, which is in Mexico City. Both those were amazing experiences. The food was also wonderful and delicious. For Cosme, I was very excited because they are known for a meringue that has corn husk and a second, we'll talk more more about that. Anyways, if you guys don't know who Enrique Olvera is pretty much Mexico's top chef. He is part of the movement where they're trying to make Mexican cuisine that's fine dining. A lot of us, when we think about Mexican food, we think about it as like street food. He is one of the chefs that has made the movement of fine dining Mexican cuisine a standard in Mexico and in the US. So we get to Cosme, and Cosme is very dark lit. Like, it's very dark lit. There's like shelves on the walls, and they have like all these cute little items and books, and it was really cute. People are dressed very nicely. We get to our table and we start ordering. We started off with 2 starters, which were the tostadas. I had a tostada de cauliflower and a tostada de octopus, and both of them were fantastic. And for those of you who don't know what a tostada is, it's pretty much a corn tortilla that has either been dried out or fried, and then it's served with like toppings on top. Toppings will vary depending where you are. Usually they're going to be either like seafood or like chicken. That's like generally the more basic. I know there's other items out there that are used as toppings, but generally that's kind of like how you'll find them. After that, we order a tlayuda. A tlayuda, it's a Oaxacan dish where it's a large tortilla, like large, like double the size of my head. And it's usually covered with refried beans, cheese on top, and you can customize it as you like to. But this one was kind of like very simple, and it had a lot of lettuce on top. It was delicious, but probably my least favorite dish of the night. And my favorite dish was the one that my boyfriend decided to actually order. It was a sweet potato tamal with mole on top. It was fantastic. My favorite dish of the night. It was so delicious. For drinks, we both had 2 different drinks. He had one that was kind of like sparkly and really light. I'm not completely sure because he ordered them while I was in the restroom, so I don't know exactly what I had either, but mine, I know I had mezcal. So after that, we get to the dessert part of the experience, and that's where I got my meringue. That meringue was fantastic. It was delicious. It had like a little like cream in the center of the meringue, and that cream was fantastic. It was, oh my god, I wish I could have it again. After that, we actually went out. We went to like 3 or 4 different bars, and it was a great time. We probably stayed out until like 2 in the morning. Finally went back home, fell asleep, woke up the next day. We had brunch at like 2 with his friends, so we met up with his friends, and that was cute. After that, we went straight back to the hotel because we were still tired from the night previous. We actually napped a little bit and then woke up again, and this time we met up with 2 of his friends in K-Town where we had soju. They ordered this soju that was a watermelon flavor, and it was fucking delicious. I don't think I could have enough of that. Like, it was really good. It was my first time really having soju, so we went up to their apartment and we had several kinds of soju. They had a yogurt flavor one, and that was my favorite because it actually tasted like the yogurt. It's crazy, but it was delicious. And K-Town was just like packed with people, and every restaurant is just packed. It was fantastic. I loved the experience. We had plenty of good food. We had these like fried chicken that was like sweet, spicy. We had calamari stir fry, and then we had corn that was covered in like cheese and butter. It was a great experience there. I definitely enjoyed it. And then we went out that night again, and it was another amazing fun time. And then we went down to Chelsea Market. We had some tacos there. We had some little donuts. It was fantastic. I loved my time at Chelsea Market. We were going to go to the Starbucks Reserve, but by the time we were going to it, it already had a line. There's just something about these Starbucks Reserves that are just like very touristy. I feel like I probably already talked your ear off plenty, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna let you go. You guys have a wonderful day. Like, subscribe, comment, keep watching. Bye.